When my folks founded our company in the 1930s, they laid the foundation for Elliott Aviation to become a trusted leader in the industry. My father played a bass fiddle in a band and worked at International Harvester as a mechanic. The money he saved playing the bass fiddle, he bought his first airplane, a Curtiss Pusher, for $350. It was then Elliott Flying Service, and it started as a training school and some charter and aircraft sales. And then building around the support of the aircraft sales, he developed the individual departments, and that began in 1936. Our expertise today has grown out of that initial start of buying and selling airplanes, understanding what customers' needs are as it relates to their mission profile and what kind of an airplane would make sense for them.
With our market research staff and on-site appraiser, we have real-time data that allows us to know what airplanes are worth in today's current environment. We buy and sell airplanes every day, and we're experts at it. Because of that, the customers rely on us to get the best deal possible, and that's what we do.
Our objective to develop a one-stop shop at our Moline location is that we have all of the disciplines necessary to complete a very large product on one campus. That allows us to have minimum downtime, maximum efficiency, and allowing the customer's airplane to get back in the air as quickly as possible. After the work scope is finalized, a project manager is then assigned to that project, and that project manager then becomes the liaison between the customer and our company and all of the internal coordination that's necessary to deliver that product on time, as promised, discrepancy-free.
They like to have one single point of contact, one phone number, one person that they can call to rely on to give them any squawks, any detail that they have to get their task or project done.
We employ the most knowledgeable and experienced people in our industry who understand aircraft and the people that rely on those aircraft every day.
Experience in our field is very critical. You learn what to look for, you learn what the high points are, the low points are, what judgment calls to make. You always have manuals to reference, but there's no substitute for the experience level that you gain over 20 years, 25 years. You want to take pride in your own ownership of the product that you're turning out, whether it be a final finish paint job or whether it be a safe, reliable airplane after an inspection, an engine change, whatever the case may be.
Innovation has been one of the hallmarks of Elliott Aviation over the years, and an area that has had tremendous innovation is avionics. And our engineering group oftentimes is first to the market with an FAA certification of that new piece of avionics.
We provide an avionics install that makes it safer for the pilot, easier for the pilot to work in the cockpit and to get his job done. So everything is attention to detail. All our wiring is precise. It's just a good looking install when you're finished. What you can get in an airplane now it's incredible.
One of the really fun things that we do at Elliott Aviation for our clients is the refurbishment process of an airplane with new paint and new interior, and the customization that we're able to perform at Elliott through our talented group of craftsmen. We have a design center that is quite phenomenal in that through 3D rendering we can create a photoreal digital image.
At Elliott Aviation, it's all about customization. It's important for us to learn about the customer, their mission and flight before we begin the design process.
And by getting to know the customer, it really helps us deliver a product that exceeds their expectations.
When the customer comes in, we have all the tools on site to help the customer understand what the interior is going to look like.
We call it Envision because that's exactly what it lets the customer do. Envision what their paint and interior will look like.
Our options are endless. We can custom design their cabinetry, we can tailor the seat towards the customer's comfort, we have custom leathers, carpets, textures, fabrics, tabletop inserts, whatever the customer can imagine.
The experience a customer gets when they come to Elliott Aviation is like nowhere else. When they're done designing their paint and interior, they can walk out into the shop and talk with the technicians who will be performing the work.
Every employee at Elliott is a very skilled craftsman. Customers come to Elliott to get the best, and that's something we take a lot of pride in.
When working with a customer to design a paint scheme, I have complete confidence that whatever we design on that screen, the technicians will be able to recreate.
One of the best layout guys in the country works for us. Our painters are pretty much the best in the industry.
We have created a near perfect environment for a painter to artistically apply paint to an airplane. And the finished product is absolutely incredible. The paint booth not only allows for no debris to be in the paint, but the gloss and the adhesion is second to none in the industry.
We're run through a high-quality detail system at the end, which pretty much cuts our planes apart from everybody else. Our detail, our quality really shows.
It's amazing when the finished product is sitting out on the ramp, ready for delivery, and the customer arrives to see the finished product, and the expression and the enthusiasm that they share with us is very rewarding and an incredible experience to see that. Another tremendous resource that's available to our clients at Elliott Aviation is a significant parts inventory. We buy and sell a lot of parts. We stock a tremendous amount of parts, and that allows us on really any size project to have immediate access to the parts that will be needed for a timely completion.
The advantage of the parts warehouse at Elliott Aviation is the fact that we have 4 computer-linked warehouses. Saves money on shipping, saves time in transit, and it expedites the time the mechanics spend ordering and away from their job.
In keeping with our culture of providing best-in-class service, whether a small aircraft arrives as a transient for fuel, all the way up to a very large completion for a retail customer, we have one level of quality, and we are committed to consistency and providing a customer service experience that is second to none. Elliott's FBO and ramp services are some of the finest in the industry. Our technicians out on the line are very well trained. Our receptionists at the front desk are ambassadors of goodwill, and their attention to detail is tremendous. Our employees stand ready to serve you upon your arrival at our front door. Another service that Elliott Aviation provides is flight operations, to include aircraft management as well as charter. Aircraft management can relieve a company from the day-to-day operation of having their own flight department. If the client so chooses, we can provide access to charter revenue. Elliott Aviation is very proud of our charter safety record. We consistently receive very high marks on our regulatory practices, our processes, and our procedures, with safety being our #1 objective. We believe that one of Elliott's competitive differentiators is our commitment to the customer service experience. And our employees' culture, their training, and their own commitment to excellence is how we're able to deliver on that customer service experience. The same values and principles that our company was founded on are still prevalent in our culture today. Trust, honesty, and integrity meant everything to my father, and they still drive our success today.
It's what we're made of.
It's how we're built.
It's how we're wired.
It's how we're designed.
It's how we're detailed. It's what makes us shine.
It's how we deliver.
It's who we are.
We're Elliott Aviation.